Hello there! I am Francine a student of Our Lady of Fatima University from ABM Strand 11-7. For today's academic video, I will be discussing a business math lesson which is profit and loss plus gross profit and net profit. Okay, let's proceed.
Again, I will be discussing the lesson about profit and loss in business. First and foremost, let us define each term that is included in this lesson. So, the first word is profit. Profit is defined as the financial gain of the entity from business activities. It is also known as the amount left after deducting expenses from the income. Another thing, a business is said to be profitable if it totals to a positive income. The second word is loss. It is defined as the excess of expenses over the total revenue, meaning the cost of goods sold is greater than the selling price. Also, the business does not produce the expected benefit because the selling price is less than the cost of goods sold. Lastly, a loss of money indicates a negative income. Next is zero income. We have a zero income if we got no profit and no loss. Next term to be defined is the financial statement, wherein it identifies the status of a business through a record of transactions. Next, let's define gross profit. It's the amount left after the cost of goods sold is deducted from sales revenues. And also, COGS are the expenses done on producing the goods sold. Next, net profit. It is the amount left after all expenses are deducted from revenues. And then we have the revenue. It is the total amount earned from sale of products. Last term, overhead. It is the ongoing business expenses that are not directly attributed to creating the product. Let's now proceed to the formulas in this lesson. To solve for profit or loss, subtract the cost of goods sold from the selling price. And to calculate for the gross profit, deduct the COGS from the sales revenues. And to find its margin, gross profit is divided by the sales revenue and then multiplied by 100. Now, to find the net profit, deduct all expenses from the revenues. And to find its margin, net profit is divided by the sales revenue and then multiplied by 100. After knowing all the definitions and formulas for this lesson, let's try to solve some word problems. Number 1. If an e-scooter is produced with a cost of 46,000 and sold for 58,999, is it a profit or a loss? To compute, subtract the COGS from the selling price and then we will have 58,999 subtracted by 46,000 equals to 12,999. Since we got a positive amount, it is a profit. And as you can see, we use the word earned since we got a profit. Next problem, if the cost of a calculator is 2,599 and sold for 2,499, is it a loss or a profit? To compute, subtract the COGS from the selling price, then we will have 2,499 minus 2,599 equals to negative 100. Since we got a negative amount, we have a loss. Therefore, we lost 100 pesos in selling a calculator. For the next problem, if the cost of an air fryer is 3,645 and sold for 4,999, how much is the gross profit and its corresponding margin? Let's solve for the gross profit first by subtracting the COGS from the sales revenues, and then we will have 4,999 minus 3,645 equals to 1,354. Next, to find the gross profit margin, gross profit is divided by the sales revenue and then multiplied by 100. We'll have 1,354 divided by 4,999 equals to 0.27085 and then multiply by 100, we will have 27.09%. Now we have the last word problem. A wallpaper company has a revenue of 1 million with 365,000 cost of goods sold. Thus, we have a gross profit of 635,000. If 35,000 is paid for taxes and 89,000 spent on a marketing expert, find the net profit and its corresponding margin. First, let's solve for the net profit by subtracting all expenses from the revenues. We will have 1 million minus 35,000 minus 89,000 equals to 876,000. Next, to find the net profit margin, net profit is divided by revenues and then multiplied by 100. We will have 876,000 divided by 1 million equals to 0.876 and then multiply by 100. It is equal to 87.60%.
Now, that's the end of the lesson, and I hope you learned something from this video. Take note that this is from a student's perspective.
Before I end this video, is a quote from William Paul Thurston. Mathematics is not about numbers, equations, computations, or algorithms. It is about understanding. Thank you and bye.